2020 came with unforeseen challenges and hardships. As we enter 2021, let's look back on the lessons, highlights, and memorable moments that offered important perspectives as we begin this new year. Welcome to MDPD's 2020 Year in Review. On January 13th, Mayor Carlos Jimenez announced the selection of then Deputy Director Alfredo Ramirez to be the director of the Miami-Dade Police Department, after former Director Juan Perez announced his retirement. Director Perez served with the MDPD for 29.5 years prior to his retirement. On February 21st, in the presence of his family, fellow officers, past MDPD directors, and our community, Director Ramirez was sworn into office by retired Circuit Court Judge, the Honorable Israel Reyes. In February, South Florida hosted Super Bowl 54 at Hard Rock Stadium. More than 62,000 spectators filled the stadium, and the U.S. television viewership was estimated at over 100 million. MDPD, in partnership with the National Football League, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the Florida Highway Patrol, and regional law enforcement agencies, delivered security that had been in the planning stage for approximately 2 years. 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, we activated our Joint Special Operations Command, a temporary high-tech command post. Our Joint Information Center, activated a week prior to the game, coordinated interviews, press releases, and other information related to public safety for the event. From the day it was activated through February 2nd, the JIC fielded 72 media requests, posted 12 public safety announcements, and 261 posts on our social media channels. The COVID-19 pandemic demanded broad changes in the way our society functions day to day. Our hearts go out to all of those who have been affected by COVID-19. Throughout the year, officers and personnel staff have made great strides in our mission to promote a safe and secure environment for our citizens. Our officers took part in weekly food drives as part of our ongoing effort to help the community we serve. With celebrations such as birthday parties canceled, our officers kept the community safe while ensuring these special occasions were not forgotten. Our school crossing guards and community education specialists were out in parks throughout our county, educating the community on stopping the spread, while officers provided masks to residents in the community. None of these successes would be possible without the support from our community partners, who helped us during the pandemic by donating face masks and shields. Thank you for showing us support during this time. We would also like to thank the doctors, nurses, and staff for their hard work during this pandemic. We surprised hospital staff with parades as a small token of appreciation. We all play an important role during this time, and we want to thank our community for doing their part. We will continue to protect and serve our county while practicing social distancing and ensuring your safety. Together, we can adapt, and we will thrive to overcome this challenge. In the aftermath of the tragic death of Mr. George Floyd, members of the community gathered to peacefully demonstrate throughout Miami-Dade County. The department deployed resources to ensure the safety of those peacefully demonstrating and the community at large. Throughout the week, the majority of the demonstrations included productive dialogue between the police and the community. Thank you to community partners such as the Circle of Brotherhood and the Miami-Dade Community Relations Board for facilitating these important conversations. We hear and value the voices in our community. As such, in June, we issued an open letter to our community to provide an update on where we stand with respect to the various issues and concerns that have come to the forefront of this important conversation. In 2020, a total of 167 newly graduated police officers took the oath to serve and protect the citizens of Miami-Dade County. Every year during the month of May, we remember the service and sacrifice of law enforcement officers who were killed in the line of duty. Through Project Hero, we honor the officers by placing eternal blue line flags at their resting location. Despite the 39th annual Miami-Dade Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Ceremony being canceled to the public due to COVID-19, Honor Guard members from agencies across South Florida paid tribute to the officers who, since 1865, made the ultimate sacrifice while serving the citizens of Miami-Dade County. This touching ceremony, held at the memorial site at Tropical Park, included a flyover, the playing of taps, and the 3-volley team. This event also showed appreciation to all of the men and women in uniform for their selfless service and commitment to protect our communities. Our lost heroes, their families, and loved ones will never be forgotten. In July, Director Ramirez joined members of the community for the renaming ceremony of the Director Robert Bobby L. Parker Sr. Professional Compliance Bureau building. Robert Parker was the first African-American director of the MDPD and retired in 2009 after 33 years of honorable service. This year, as part of our Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we unveiled our new pink patrol car in honor of those affected by breast cancer. The car is part of MDPD's campaign to raise breast cancer awareness and promote engagement between law enforcement and the community we serve. In September, our Human Trafficking Squad was awarded Law Enforcement Task Force of the Year during the 2020 Florida Missing Children's Day virtual ceremony. Our Human Trafficking Squad investigated 288 human trafficking cases, to include 281 sex trafficking and 7 labor trafficking cases from January 2019 through April 2020. This year, our Homicide Bureau and the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office announced the arrest in several different homicide cases to include the shooting death of 7-year-old Alana Washington, the murder of Pastor Gregory Boyd, and the shooting of Miami Senior High School coach Corey Smith. Additionally, arrest in 2 different cold cases to include the 16-year-long homicide investigation of Dilcia Mejia and the nearly 20-year homicide investigation of Rebecca Pena. Together, with your help, we can continue to bring closure to the families of those who were taken from us too soon. Dramatic footage captured the bravery of our officers in 2 separate life-saving incidents. Officers from our Intracoastal District responded to a call regarding several people drowning in the canal. A 4-year-old child had jumped into the water to try to save his mother. After numerous attempts, officers successfully grabbed a hold of the child's arm, pulling him to safety. Officers from our Kendall and Midwest District responded to a call of a missing person and located the man in crisis standing at an overpass. As our officers attempted to plead with him, he suspended himself over the side of the ramp. As we continue to foster positive relations with the community we serve, our department hosted several events to facilitate informal discussions between our officers and our community. Some of these events include a shop with a cop, toy drives, food drives, and community bike rides. We'd like to take a moment to remember the members of our MDPD family who passed away this year. We pay tribute and remember all 307 law enforcement officers who lost their lives in the line of duty in 2020. To those officers who continue to faithfully protect and serve our great nation, we thank you. On behalf of the Miami-Dade Police Department, we wish you and your family a Happy New Year. We look forward to serving you in 2021.